When I was very young, my parents took me to Hershey Park to ride my first roller coaster. So after arriving at the park, we stopped to eat some chocolate first, obviously. We made our way over to one of the water rides. And at the end, when you get off the ride, there's this platform with a sales desk and TV screens. Evidently, there's a camera along the ride that snaps a picture of you right in the middle of the biggest drop of the ride. So there's families standing around, smiling, laughing, and buying these pictures. And my parents are sitting there with me, eagerly waiting to see the picture of their son on his first roller coaster. Now, there's something important I forgot to tell you. I am mortified by heights, but my parents convinced me to do it because how would I know I don't like it unless I tried first? So finally, Jeremy's picture shows up on the screen with all these families around. And there's me, soaking wet, screaming, crying, and hating every single minute of it. I can still imagine the blank expression on my mom's face. It's safe to say we didn't buy that picture to put it on the fireplace at the family Christmas party. Hi, I'm Jeremy Reed, and thanks for checking in for our weekly market update. And sadly, we are all not going to Hershey Park for a roller coaster today. If we dialed back the clock 1 month, it was hard not to be optimistic at the time. The S&P 500 got off to a strong start in January by climbing 7.8% on the back of positive inflation readings. Also, it felt like the Federal Reserve finally gave us some optimism around inflation and interest rates when Chairman Powell announced we are now in a period of disinflation. But inflation gave us a reality check once again. Inflation ticked down slightly month over month, 6.4% versus 6.5%, but it wasn't the fast-moving improvement that investors were hoping for, and it stoked fears that it'll likely cause the Federal Reserve to implement a higher for longer interest rate strategy. Surged by car and retail sales, the recent trend of falling good prices also reversed. In response, the market index fell 2.6% in the month of February. I hope all of us handled that drop with a little bit more maturity than young Jeremy did, but I still understand it's discouraging after we finally got some optimism that we've been longing for. Inflation has been trending downward, and the labor market is still strong. This is good news, but inflation is still historically high, and the Federal Reserve is maintaining higher interest rates. We can't give you a firm answer as to whether the recovery has begun or how long it'll take to get back to where we were last year. But we can set the expectation that this type of roller coaster activity on positive and negative news is likely to continue as long as inflation is in the picture. Unlike young Jeremy, we encourage you to stay on the ride. One day, the market will jump like it did in January, and it will be the beginning of the recovery. If you have any questions regarding your financial plan or investment allocations in the face of this market volatility, please feel free to contact our office. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon.